Kaysar is gone. Ian's got game, and the BB basement is anybody's guess. But first,
welcome to the Secret Alliance podcast.
All right. Dani, we've got a lot to cover here. If you haven't seen Thursday night's episode, we are going to give some spoilers. We're going to talk about the power. There's a new HOH. We're talking about the eviction, all of that good stuff. Make sure you're subscribing here to the Secret Alliance podcast on YouTube or wherever you go for podcasts. And we just want to say thanks for everybody watching this week's episode with Janelle. I think it's at 20,000 at this point when we're recording here. That's huge, guys. That's huge. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Oh, excuse me. Thank you, Janelle. Thank you.
Yes, I know. That's the power of the queen.
Right.
Okay, so we got to get to what happened last night. Kaysar is out in a 10-0 vote.
Yeah, it was dead men walking, basically. Mm-hmm. I watched the episode. I was moved with the conversation he had with Ian. Basically, Ian. Yeah. It was almost. I know people don't understand when you're in that house because the pressure is so intense. But when you know your game is over, it almost like it feels like death per se. Yeah. And I felt like Ian was like the doctor telling him like,
I'm sorry,
this is terminal, right?
You're not going to make it.
You're not going to make it. So,
but then he gave him a hug, and I felt that it seemed sincere.
Him a hug, and you can tell. That's why I like Ian on a very personal level. I know I keep saying this, and I know you guys get sick of it, but you can tell that it just tore him apart. He got choked up, and I kept saying, "It's okay, Ian. Let me hug you. I'll rock you. It's gonna be all good." And I just felt so sad, and the look of defeat of Kaysar was just like, ugh, you know?
Yeah.
And when you're at that point in the game, you just like, get me the hell out of here and take me to In-N-Out.
I'm thankful though that Kaysar did what he did with his exit speech. Let's
talk about
huge.
That.
He just blew up the house. And we think he did. Yeah. Well,
you know what? And I loved it. I love the fact that Ian was like, okay, all right, I'm going out. I'm going to stir the pot a little bit. Mm-hmm. I'm going to throw everybody, not under the bus, but under the semi 18-wheeler with a whole bunch of cement slabs stacked onto it. And I loved every moment. And then after he came back, he had the FBI Kaysar hat, taking us way back to Sovereign 6. I was like, yes, King Kaysar, yes. I was
got all the feels.
Oh, yeah. And you saw people's faces. And let me tell you something about human behavior. Mm-hmm. Y'all listening to this? See, when you say something that's not the truth, I'm going to speak up. There is no way I'm going to sit there and have someone drag my name when I know it's not the truth. They were pissed off because he was speaking truth. Danny talking about, disrespectful.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that when she said it in the diary room. She said Kaysar was disrespectful and tasteless. Those were her words that Dani said to Julie Chen in the diary room.
Yeah, let me tell you something. He was nothing but a class act just because he spoke truth, and that's the problem she has with him, because he spoke the truth, and it wasn't tasteless. It's tasteless that he's going out, and you guys are a bunch of sheep, following a herd. It's just so. I couldn't believe she said that. I was like, really, girl? Really? And I was like, wow. All that little stuff. I mean, all the little sneaky stuff and snaky stuff you're doing behind the scenes and all that stuff, but that's tasteless and that's disrespectful. Okay, Dani. Okay.
It's the truth. And let's just say it, the truth hurts.
Truth hurts. Sorry.
Hey, how about Nicole Franzel being frazzled? She was Nicole frazzled last night in the diary room. I mean, she Julie, she was not ready for that.
And did you see her face when she hugged him? It was like, I was like, why hug him? Like, if you're gonna see, this is my thing. Why hug a person if you're upset about it, right? Just walk away. One thing I like to
step back.
If you don't want to hug, you pissed off, then move on. But Kaysar's like, no hard feelings, you guys. I really do love everybody. And he was being honest and sincere. And he blew up. And then Cody took a zine. Everybody was taking zines as they were voting him out. And I was like, y'all shook.
Yeah. Now, let's say Ian did something very smart for his game, because he talked about, like, he's a spy here. You know, I need Kaysar to deliver a message, then burn after reading. And that's what he needed. He needed Kaysar to go out. It was good for Ian's game, even though I think they would have been aligned more so than Christmas had Kaysar managed to stay. It would have been good for Ian's game, but I think it's better that Ian convinced Kaysar and gave him some information he needed to sort of connect some dots. And then Kaysar blew up the game, and then it's gone.
Blew up the game and gone.
So can't talk about it and say, oh, well, Ian's the one who put all this together for him.
Nope. It was beautiful. It was beautifully done. I'm glad.
Ian's hands are clean.
Clean, but the job was done. The mission was accomplished. They should have played Mission Impossible. Like,
it was totally. Now, to get to that eviction speech last night, Ian was doing a lot of work. This was a real Ian-centric or Ian-focused episode of Big Brother last night. And we saw him in the hammock as things got started. He did a little talking, as he was helping the house guests figure out you can't trust Dani. And let's talk about that hammock. I do hope that it's been replaced since our season, Dani, because that's a lot of butts in that hammock. They do replace it every year, right?
Yeah, they do. The hammock is fun. People don't realize, like, it's one of those soothing moments that you just love. And every house guest that's been in that house go, I need to get me a hammock when I get back home, right? You always want a hammock just to swing on. So well, Ian, it's
relaxing. You can think there. And then a lot of people spill some dirt while they're in that hammock.
Spilling the tea. That's what we call it, right?
Spilling the tea. So they talked a little bit about, in the hammock, a couple of conversations. Ian and Kevin really started this off. And it felt like there was a bond happening here, a little bit of talk. And they got to the bottom of this bigger alliance. And I loved Ian's analogy where he said it's like an octopus. And he was saying you got to figure out who's the body, but then their little arms, the tentacles that extend out. Ian and Bayleigh had a little talk there. And I liked that while it wasn't an alliance, they called it a tag team.
Team.
Ian
I like
and Bay.
That.
Yeah.
It's good. And Bay's really, she's in, the problem with Bay is the fact that they keep bringing her up, and especially Tyler, and it's just like she's in a good spot, but because of people whispering certain things, and she's linked, they always put her and Day together, which I'm okay with. But the fact of the matter, I don't know. I just feel like if she's out or she's attacked in this game, it's because they're gonna try to go after her and Day together. And because she's linked up with her and Day and Bay together, that's the only hindrance in Bay's game. Honestly, she's playing a good game. I just don't understand why these house guests voting with the house is driving me bonkers. And I don't know why they can't be independent and just vote.
It's very frustrating to watch, because I thought for sure we were going to see someone make a stand, like draw the line in the sand, and no one did. No one will go against the house.
It just drives me crazy.
Right now, we hear Kaysar blowing it up, that it's really a Cody and Nicole F alliance that, as we talked to Janelle last week, you missed the episode, you got to listen. Like, she gave us the whole bit of insight on, there was a Nicole beef that happened. But it does sound like this thing goes back pre-game and a long, long way back. So Cody and Nicole F, it seems, came in here ready to play this together. And they've worked to build all these other side alliances. But the true alliance is Cody and Nicole F. But I think that Dani's in the mix, too, with Nicole F. I think that Nicole's got two really strong bonds in there, which makes her a super dangerous player right now.
Right. And I'm just glad that Ian realized that he was being used by Nicole F. And I'm like, yes.
He said, Nicole F is using me as her shield. We're the two winners in this game. We're the two winners here in All Stars.
If we get up together, I'm gone. Not her. And I'm like, preach.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. I'm like, yes, Ian. So I was like, oh my God. It's just like, I think the reason why the fans are so upset about this season is because it's just right there. Like, you can just taste it. And with the last 3 HOHs, it was just right there. And I'm just, I get so frustrated.
Hey,
and
hey,
I'm just
know what?
Please.
Dani, Kaysar was frustrated. He said it in the diary room on the Thursday night episode. He was like, game's just boring. And
just
it's like,
boring.
You're not wrong.
Boring. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're kind of right, Kaysar.
And what I don't think some of the fringe players see is that they are going to be the ones picked off by this big group they helped build. They're not a part of it. They're just helping build a team for someone else. Right. And so I really love the hope we have for this other side of the house to develop and to create an alliance. I love to see a little Kevin gaming. You know, Kevin has with Ian. That's good. That's good stuff.
That's good. One thing about Kevin, because what he was speaking like the first 2 weeks, you're like, what's wrong with you? You're stupid. You're not making any sense. But now Kevin is starting to get his groove. You know, he won the little puppeteer game and he held on. And I think he's starting to, Kevin's the one to watch. He'll sneak up on you. So they need to be careful.
He's finding his way. Yeah.
He's finding his way. I love
him winning that competition. Where it looks like the guys from the NSYNC video. Is that what it was?
Right. Yeah, the NSYNC. Bye. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
we don't know.
I know. And how funny was it? We recorded that episode long before we saw that competition. We were like, oh my gosh, that's great.
Yeah, right?
I had no clue.
And the thing is, a lot of people say, I've heard people say, they should never be an endurance POV. I
loved it.
I love it. I think I prefer endurances to be POV because who wants it more? You know, if your ass is on the line, if your gluteus maximus is on the line, then it's important that you're going to hang on as long as possible, right? I mean, that's I don't understand. I love the POV endurance comps. Who wants it more?
It lit a fire under Kevin, and I think it really ignited his game. So it was great to see. One of the other things that we noted is how the big alliance is starting to crumble. I mean, Kaysar blew it up by the end of Thursday night's episode, but we saw Enzo at the very beginning talking about that Dani's a gardener, he called her, and he said her game's getting sloppy, and all she's doing is going around and she's planting seeds, and then she's watering them every day, but it's getting sloppy. So he called her sloppy. Tyler called her reckless, and then Bay said Dani's game is messy when Tyler and Bay were talking. So everybody's starting to see what Dani is doing. This is a week where she really might be in trouble with her own alliance.
Well, that's true, but based on who won the HOH, I think she's fine.
Okay, all right. We're going to get to that in just a second. We'll give that spoiler because I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. This is what I do want to talk about, Dani, though, before we get to the HOH, is somebody who's really sitting pretty because Kaysar didn't know his involvement. We're talking Memphis. Memphis was involved. He was a mastermind in this thing.
Mastermind. Dad is
no
running.
blood on his hands.
No blood. See, people keep saying Cody and Nicole is running. Honestly, Memphis Dad is up in there teaching them children a couple things. They in recess.
Yeah, he's letting the kids run around and do
he's
some
letting
playing.
The kids run around, do some playing, while he's sitting back sipping a beer, of course, enjoying the high life.
Yeah, he's definitely a Coors Light, High Life kind of guy.
Miller High Life kind of guy, right?
I want to say Memphis is one to watch right now in this game. And Janelle picked him to possibly win the game. She knew he was playing a good game then. I don't think until now we really had an idea of what he was doing. Right. Because his hands are clean coming out of Thursday night. And he is aligned with the majority of the house. Spoiler alert here. The final moments of the episode got to the end of that competition, and we saw Christmas crowned the HOH. And so the Power Alliance stays in control, seemingly.
I'm not a big fan of Christmas. I prefer Thanksgiving, quite frankly.
Oh.
With that being said,
I'm a Halloween fan. But Christmas is great. Christmas is great. We're kidding.
She did not win an HOH. Christmas
no, they left her till the end.
Excuse me. Christmas has never won an HOH. Okay. She was given an HOH when she played that one time when she won that foot race with a broken foot. This one. The only reason did she even get one answer right?
No. I don't think she played until the end. I can't remember. I have to go back.
She never played. She didn't play. Davon got
her on the sidelines. Yeah.
They kept her on the sidelines because Davon hit the wrong answer. And it was just like, Jason, I got so emotional. I was like, oh my God. When it was so close, and Devon needed that so much. And let me just say this. Can I give a shout out to Black Girl Magic? Them ladies look so beautiful, wearing that yellow and that beautiful. Oh, those ladies look so amazing. When they called Devon and Bay, I was mad they were called, but when they strutted up, I was like, look at my queens getting up there looking so good. And they look so gorgeous, but Devon was so close to winning that HOH, and I just really, because she's never won one. And
I needed her to win it. Yeah.
America needed Devon to win the HOH.
Okay,
save the season.
The season might be in the dumps right now. Fans are saying that, but maybe it's only in the basement, and maybe the BB basement will unleash something that changes this whole game, because Julie hinted at it, and I want to read what she said. BB basement, for the first time ever, one competition will be played, and it's completely in the dark, and it will award 3 new game-changing powers. New powers could change everything with the POV. She could have said a little later on there. So
I hope so.
So let's just say, Christmas nominates some people, and the POV goes away or doesn't go a certain way. Like maybe one of the powers is the POV winner gets to make the nomination instead of the HOH. Like, how cool would that be, that the house guest who wins POV makes a nomination? Maybe that's a power there in the BB basement. I mean, that could be cool. Yeah.
I need something. I need Devon and Bayleigh to survive, and it's not looking good, Jason.
Yeah.
But I need those girls to survive.
So the house guests are going down in the basement looking for the Christmas decorations.
That's so
it's so creepy.
Like it's totally rubs a lotion on the skin. What's in the basement?
No, come on. It's something that is going to be not so good for somebody, but I think this is a twist that's going to help out for the fans to really see this game shaken up and really change the power of this game, because it's for too long been controlled by one side of the house. But I think we're on the cusp. I'm hopeful we're on the cusp of seeing some changes happen. I thought it was going to be this HOH. We thought it might be Bay.
So close.
But we're so close. I will say, one of the things that's been really cool is we were goofing around about NSYNC and the bye and all that stuff. And then it ended up on the episode where that was a competition. I had no clue, you guys.
No clue.
Total
we
transparency.
Had no clue.
We recorded that on Wednesday afternoon and then put out the podcast. Then within hours of that episode airing, like that was done. I had no idea. But we also ended up being sort of mentioned in the episode. Did you see Enzo talking about the Secret Alliance? Oh, there's only one, Dani.
Yes,
you and I,
only one.
Season 3 of Big Brother.
The Secret Alliance.
Secret Alliance.
The Secret Alliance. And I was laughing. He's like, the Secret Alliance, you don't tell nobody it's a secret. I was dying. I was like, they don't know.
And let me just say, Dani, that's why ours worked. We didn't tell anyone. They're blowing up their own game in BB 22 here.
Anyone. No one had a clue about us, which was it was so funny. I chuckle every time I think about it, what we did.
Loose lips sink ships. It's,
a
little common phrase you've heard said, and it is what's going to happen to this big alliance, because people have been talking. And we saw in an episode, maybe it was Wednesday night's episode, where Tyler's game got blown up a little bit by Dani. And
you looking at her like, are you crazy?
Who was in there? Nicole F. And Nicole F's in there, and Tyler's
She's like grinning, and then Dani's like saying,
said something about that alliance and that group, and then left, and Tyler's like, so uncomfortable.
It was one of those, as Dani would say, awkward moments. Yeah. And I was laughing, and Tyler's like, dude. And you know what? I will say this. The smartest player in that house right now, I think, is Tyler, definitely.
Yeah.
Tyler really
I think he's got a good game.
The game. And the thing is, he's on to Dani so much, and Dani put herself in a position that she didn't really have to be in.
No.
She was sitting sweet. She didn't have to stir the pot. She was good, but she kept digging so much, and those guys are onto her. and this is where I would say this. I like the fact where it's becoming solidified that Cody, Enzo, and Tyler are.
They're a threesome. Nobody's shaking them.
That trinity is not going to be broken. I mean, we got 3 trinities. You got the blondes, and then you got the guys, right? Those 3 guys. So the fact that Cody was up front with Enzo, he's like, F it. I'm going to tell you, because you're my boy. We're going to ride and die. However, Enzo he didn't tell him that he threw that hinky vote, which I think is comical. But it's solidifies.
Don't tell him, Enzo, not until you made it to the final two, and then you
you
by
blow
the way,
it
that
up.
was me.
That was me, just so you guys know I did this, blah, blah, blah. So it just makes sense. But, I'm just so frustrated.
I know, but you mentioned something, Tyler being apparently the smartest player right now in this game.
Is.
He's figured out enough things that really put him in a good standing. I still think Memphis is sitting in the prettiest seat and in the best spot in that house. But let's talk about who thinks they have the best game, and that's David, who told one of his house guests that he has an IQ of 187, Dani.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And
is that on a scale of 10,000?
Wow, David.
I'm kidding with David. Hey, we do want to thank his Twitter guys and a team there. I don't know who's running the Twitter feed, but
it's
the
gold.
guy or girl behind it is gold. And they made us, Dani, they made us a sketch. So we've got our own David Twitter, the official sketch of the Secret Alliance. This is so cool.
And I saw it, and it was like, oh, that's what an IQ of 187 draws like. Interesting. It's so Picasso.
It's beautiful. It's going up on the art auction soon.
You know what? Let's just say this about David. As much as we're like, get him out of there, if you're against Memphis, you need David in there, because that's the only person that would probably take a shot at Memphis, hopefully, is David. But I don't know. We'll see.
He's the last hope if you're looking to see Memphis out of there. But he did, I will say, I'll give him props on our episode we saw this week, Thursday night. It does feel like David's figuring out a few things. He's starting to play a little bit. He's talking a little more. He's making some more sense.
Well,
I think he's getting his
talked.
groove.
He just didn't make any sense.
Right.
I didn't speak David. Did you speak David? Because I didn't speak David.
I
didn't speak David at all.
Either we're learning the language.
We're learning the David.
He's learning the BB22 language, and we can speak that.
We can speak BB, Big Brother, but we can't speak David.
No. All right, this week to watch out for who will be nominated. What do you think? I know we can't get in Christmas's mind. What do you think she might do, Dani?
Already, you just know she's going to nominate Davon and Bayleigh. It's a given.
You know what? I'm going to say she doesn't. I am going to hope that with hope, she knows too many women have gone out of this house. I think she is going to look at what happened with Kaysar's eviction speech and say, hey, Nicole and Cody, maybe something there. And maybe she goes with the, hey guys, you're just pawns, but the house wants me to make this nomination. And she tries to do something great to shake up her game. I know,
Jason,
I'm naive.
You're so handsome. You're so precious. Oh, that's why you're so good. You have such a kind heart.
But that's why I needed you on season 3 to Dani go. Jason, it's never going to go that way.
No. That means he's going to nominate Davon and Bayleigh for sure.
Okay.
And the thing is,
I don't want to see that. But it will light fires under the two of them. One of them will get the POV, or somebody will play it for them, and one will be saved. I think we're in it just within mere moments from some kind of shakeup happening here in this house. It needs to happen
quickly.
Yes.
And I need Day and Bay to stay.
Day and Bay. We need them to stay.
Day and Bay.
Everybody at home, chant it out with us.
Day. I just need them ladies to keep going. I just need them to win a competition and just wreak havoc on them.
It's what's giving us hope for another alliance to grow in this house that can take on what will really be that 3-guy group where he said he's tight. Enzo said in the diary room, he's tight with Cody and Tyler. They are the ones to watch for. I really think that they are going to remain tight. And when you've got those 3 guys together, it is hard to stop them.
And they're both good. They're good at comps. Mm-hmm. You know, it just so frustrates me so much. I get so frustrated. I'm going to put a little something out there though right now. I think Christmas has a connection with Ian. I think. So let's hope Ian can work a little magic. Let's hope he can get in her ear. I keep shaking my head because I'm just like, I feel so defeated. Like it sucked. Watching that HOH just sucked the life out of me. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, it was a nail biter. It was a nail biter for sure. And then it didn't go the way I think most of America wants right now, because we just want to see a little something happen. We want to see some game.
Give me
We
something.
want to see him play. All right. Well, let's throw this episode in the basement and see what shakes up out of it, Danny.
It puts his lotion on his skin.
I think I think that's what I hear in the basement. The music is leading me down there, so I'm gonna go.
That's what. Yeah, that's what they do in horror movies. Y'all go on and go down the stairs and die. Go. Bye. See you later, Jason. No, don't go. You're gonna go. You're gonna go.
Bye. Subscribe on YouTube and wherever you listen to podcasts. We'll see you next time for the Secret Alliance.
The Secret Alliance.
The elevator working now. The
elevator's fun.
This is
good. Okay. Oh, you're going.
This is more elevator music.
I don't go. You go ahead and go. I don't want to die, but yeah. All right. Bye, Jason. Bye. Oh.